Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. You should know it. Guys, this is the last part of the story of Yusuf salam. For those who have not heard this story yet, go and watch the video, link in the description. Friends, as we saw in our previous video, the king had a dream that there were fat cows and thin cows. Thin cows eat fat cows and there was dry grain and was a green grains. After the king's dream, when the king is worried and asks everyone to tell him his dream interpretation, the person who was released from prison reminded him that he had promised Yusuf salam and forgot. So now, after listening to the king's dream, he remembered the word of Yusuf salam. So the man says that has a person who can tell you the interpretation of your dream. They are in jail. They also interpreted my dream and it turned out to be true. The king says, who is that person? The servant says that is Yusuf salam, who can tell the interpretation of their dream. Everyone sitting there was worried after hearing the name of Yusuf salam. The people who had put Yusuf salam in prison in a false conspiracy were all worried after hearing the name of Yusuf salam. Then the king said to this person, go and ask Yusuf for the interpretation of my dream. That person goes to Yusuf salam and very shyly says to Yusuf salam that he will forgive me. I forgot the promise made to you. The king has had a dream. I have to interpret it and tell the dream to Yusuf salam. Yusuf salam explains the meaning of the dream. This dream means that there will be 7 cows, 7 years of very good harvest. There will be great prosperity. But after 7 years, there will be famine in whole country. And after there 14 years, there will be no rain. In addition to telling the dream, Yusuf salam also tells the solution. Tell your king when the air is prosperous at the beginning and the crops are good. Then take out the grain you need from it and keep the rest of the grain. Because in the next 7 years, when there will be a severe famine and there will be no grain, so this rest grain will use. The person goes to the king and tells the interpretation of the dream to the king. The king is happy to hear, but king get worried that I have to make arrangement for the coming year or else our people will die from famine. The king says that go and take Yusuf out. That person ran to Yusuf and said that the king has called him. What do you think, friends? When Yusuf came out from prison, really? He asked Allah for the prison in prayer. Yusuf said to this person, don't worry about my release and go and tell king to confirm the false accusation that the people had put on me. That person goes and tells to the king that Yusuf said that confirmed the false accusation. King said to all the servants to investigate. Then all the women in the king's court are called and the minister's wife is also called. The king asked all the women about Yusuf, and those women says that the king are testifies that we never saw any evil in Yusuf, and the minister's wife also says that I don't find anything bad in Yusuf. His eyes are very clean and he is very good person. Then the king said to the person, go tell Yusuf that they have been investigated. They have been proven correct. They have came out. The king wants to meet him. King thinks who has told my dream interpretation, he cannot be an ordinary person. Now this will get us out from the difficult time of 7 years. King said that now this is the king of Egypt after me. King has appointed Yusuf as a king. Look, friends, Yusuf salam has become the king of such a big country. Yusuf salam, after assuming the position, he first implemented his servant in all the religions of the country and said, go and tell the people that whatever grain they have collected, take out what they need and save the rest. After that, Yusuf said to his servant that go to house and buy grain from people. In the same way, friends, Yusuf Islam started storing grain in his palace. Years are passing, grains are storing in palace. All 7 years are passed. As soon as the 8 year started and people were living their lives according to the deed, and when they started growing the grain in the field again. As I told you in the previous video, this is according to the dream of Yusuf Islam. After 7 years, there will be no rain. Similarly, friends, it did not rain and people grain did not grow. And as soon as famine started, people started using the grain that they saved due to lack of grain. After the time when the store grain was, people moved toward the palace. In other words, they started buying grain from Yusuf. Friends, famine start is not only in Egypt, they are started in all over the country. But the facility of grain is only in Egypt. In other country, the facility of the grain is not provided. Then the people of all country began to march toward the king of Egypt in caravan after caravan. The people started to going to the king of Egypt and started buying grain because the people were so worried for famine. Friends, there was a caravan of 10 people, which you will be surprised to hear. Who was the caravan? Friends, the caravan of 10 people were the brother of Yusuf who threw them into the well. When that caravan came inside the palace and went to run away from the king for grain, Yusuf recognized all the brothers. But friends, these brothers did not recognize Yusuf. When all the brothers asked Yusuf for grain, Yusuf forbade them to give grain and said, "If you have a younger brother, then go and take your younger brother." Friends, here younger brother means Benjamin, who was the most loved brother of Yusuf salam. Yusuf said, "Go and take your brother." All the brothers went back home and said to Yaqub that the king of Egypt is not giving us grain. He is saying, "Go and bring your brother." Yaqub refused to go because, friends, did you remember a few years ago once all these brothers took Yusuf with them but they did not bring Yusuf back with them? So because of this fear, Yaqub al-Islam has forbidden to go Yamin with the brothers. But when these brothers insisted to Yaqub that we have nothing to eat, we have to buy grains, so Yaqub agreed to let Benjamin go with him. Friends, all brothers with Benjamin went back towards Egypt king and stand in front of Yusuf. Yusuf called Benjamin to him and told that I am your brother and tell the whole story that what happened with him and say, "Now see what I can do." Friends, Yusuf gave each of these brothers a bowl of grain and put it in their bags. As he was about to leave all the brothers in the caravan, suddenly there was a noise in the palace saying that the king's precious thing has been lost. Friends, the cup which he was giving grain to everyone was lost. All of the king's servants were suspicious of this caravan, because this is last caravan who take grain from king. The servant says to these brothers that you think you stolen the cup. The brothers said, "No, we have no stolen the cup." "Okay, you can search if cup is found from our bags, so we will become your slaves." So Yusuf al-Islam started searching for all brother and looked in the first brother bag. He didn't find any cup. To find the second brother, he searched for the third brother. He searched for fourth brother. In the same way, friends, all 10 brothers were searched. But when Benjamin bag were opened, friends, cup came out of Benjamin bag. And this is Yusuf's plan. Yusuf salam said, "Yes, what did you say? If the cup out of your bag, you will become my slave. Your younger brother stolen my cup, now he will be my slave." Friends, what did all these brothers say? That yes, yes, there was another brother of the same person who also stole once. Friends, they were talking about Yusuf salam in front of him. When all the brothers went out without Benjamin, the eldest brother of all these brothers said that we can't go back without Benjamin. Baba Yaqub is very worried about Yusuf. Now, if we go without Benjamin, Baba will more worried. So all the brothers went back inside the palace and said to King, "You give us Benjamin and punish one of his." Yusuf said, "How can I give a punish to someone else?" Friends, when all the brothers reached home and Yaqub found out that Benjamin had not come with them, friends, as in the previous video, you knew that as a Yaqub salam weaving had gone. He hearing and feel it, that Benjamin voices was not present in all these voices and felt very sad. Yaqub salam asked his son, "Where Benjamin?" And the brother said, "Hey, your son has stolen. That's why king has kept him as a slave." Yaqub salam also get more worried after hearing the says. Brother says that you still remember this Yusuf. Now this will happen that you will forget yourself because of this Yusuf. All the brothers went back to the palace and say, "Yusuf, the king of Egypt, give our brother back. It is a very difficult time in our house. For one thing, we have nothing to eat. Now we have to get food. Have traveled so far, and again you have made our brother slave. My father is very worried." Hearing all this, Yusuf get worried. This Yaqub is also sad and worried. Here Yusuf also gets worried after hearing his father and says to his brother that you remember Yusuf, you were with him. What did you do? How wrong and how cruel you were to all of them. These brothers are all worried after hearing what we did with Yusuf. How does this king know? Suddenly the brother remember all the old things they had done with Joseph, and the appearance of Joseph also come to their mind. And as soon as they see king in front of them, his resemblance strikes them. When they look at Yusuf, their mouth spontaneously says, "Oh, you are not to Yusuf." Yusuf alayhi salam say, "Yes, I am Yusuf, and this is my brother Benjamin." All the brothers are ashamed. Friends, now look here, the whole scene changes. Those brothers admit their mistake. We salute the mistake with our leg and give to the brother. Friend, when the brother feel ashamed, then what will Yusuf Islam do? Will he put them in jail or forgive them? And say, trust me, go and put my shirt on Baba Yaqub. Allah bag their eyes. All the brothers go to home. Yaqub say, hey, where does this smell of Yusuf come? As the brother put the shirt of Yaqub on the Baba Yaqub, the light of his eyes is restored. He can see now. And they told Yaqub about Yusuf, and Yusuf also says to brother that take my family here and now we will stay here. In the same way, Yaqub and the whole family left for Egypt and researched the palace. When Yaqub saw Yusuf after so long years, what a wonderful sight it would be. At that time in the court when our father and son can see each other. Yaqub said, Yusuf, son, do you remember the dream you told me when you was a child that the sun, moon and stars are bound down to you? I told you not to tell the brothers. The interpretation of this dream is this, your brothers, they wanted you badly, and where did Allah send you from where to where? Allah has favored you and rewarded you for your patience. So friends, this is completed here. Now we will come with next prophet story in next video. So guys, that's all about my today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Do like my video and subscribe my YouTube channel. I shall see you in next video. Bye bye.